Welcome, Sutter County families, friends, and countrymen. It is Todd Costello from Remax Center Realty. It is October of 2023, and it is time for the monthly value message. This month, I'm focusing on interest rates, things that buyers, active buyers and sellers want to be aware of. Look, from a big picture standpoint, people say to me all the time, "Oh, Todd, how's the real estate market?" And my answer is always, it's like the weather. It changes all the time. This month's message is for active buyers and sellers. How do interest rates affect you, and what do you want to focus on? What's most important and what's just noise? So jumping right in, what we've got, mortgage rates are facts. So for active buyers, if you go to the lender and get your pre-approval letter, you'll have a ballpark of what the current interest rate is. They will work up for you what's called a pity payment, your total monthly payment based on the amount you borrow at the rate that they're going to give you. That's your principal and interest on the loan, your property taxes, and your insurance. So for active buyers, the only thing you should focus on, forget the noise, what are the interest rates, yada, yada, yada. What is your total payment on the amount that you're going to borrow for that house? Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And then along with that, how much cash are you going to need? What's your required down payment? So if you focus on your cash to close and your total pity payment, you look at those numbers as a family, you decide, is that something we're comfortable with? And if it is, and you are qualified, the lender says they'll lend you the money, and you want to do it, you're motivated to do it, and you know your numbers, then it's okay to take action. So for active buyers and sellers, that is the only thing you need to focus on. Don't worry about timing the market. Oh, I don't want to buy a house now because interest rates are 7.5. I'm going to wait for them to come back down to 3 or 5. You could be waiting for years. No one controls the market. Look at the reality and the facts on the ground and make your decisions based on that. So that's number one for buyers. For sellers, the bottom line with interest rates is the higher the rate, the lower the demand. That is simply a fact. As rates go up, the demand for houses goes down. And then the lower the demand, the lower the market value of your property. If there aren't people that want to buy it at your current list price, well, you're going to have to reduce. As an example, here's a very black and white example. In October of 2021 versus October of 2023, the interest rate in October, the 30-year conventional interest rate for a qualified buyer was approximately 3%. The interest rate today is approximately 7.5% for that same loan. So that's a dramatic increase. The demand rate, and the demand rate is the ratio between active buyers and sellers. The demand rate in October of 2021 was 141%, and the demand rate today is 69%. So you see that lower demand. How does this affect you? The way it affects you is if at 141% demand, there might be a couple of offers on your house. At 69% demand, it may take a little while to get an offer on your home. So what you want to focus on, what active sellers should focus on, forget all the noise. You call your realtor, you give me a call, and we focus on your probable net proceeds. Hey folks, let me ask you questions. Where are you moving to? Why are you moving? What's your mortgage balance? What's your time frame? I do my research, look at the market, do a market analysis, and I say, your home is probably going to sell for this much. And then we remove your mortgage balance, we remove the closing costs. How much are your net proceeds? It's your walk-away number. How much will you walk away from the sale of your home under current market conditions with current rates? And then you decide, is that amount get me to the next phase of life I want? Does it get me to the next place I want to live? And that's what you should focus on. It's the only thing you should focus on. Don't worry about timing the market because you can't do it. It's not something that even the Wall Street professionals can't time the market. So for sellers, focus on your net proceeds. What is your home probably going to net you under current market conditions? And for buyers, you want to focus on what is your monthly payment and how much cash you need. Those are the action steps, regardless of the interest rates. And a final point for sellers, the longer your house is on the market, it is not increasing in value. What I mean by that, if you're on the market for the month of October and your house hasn't received an acceptable offer, You need to understand and accept the fact that if it didn't sell in October, a buyer didn't think it was worth it in October, they're not more likely to buy it in November. They're less likely to buy it. So your house is not increasing in value the longer it's on the market. It's decreasing in market value the longer it's on the market. So you need to be very conscious of the time and the days on market. So that's a mindset on interest rates. They're normal, they're neutral, they're facts, and facts are neutral. Just look at the reality of the numbers and take your action based on that. If you saw this on social, you can go to toddcostello.com and sign up to receive this in your email monthly, and I'll catch you next month.